Good morning. Well, I've had my 76th birthday since the last time I talked to you. Wow. Next thing you know, I'll be geriatric. I think that means 80. And I'm outside again, and I'm keeping this down low. I don't care if you do see up my nose. I had it up high and I looked awful. Okay, so anyway, I need to get something done professionally because I'm not very good at this, but what the hey. I'm going to talk to you again about prayer. This just seems to be the thing of the day that most people are talking about. I want you to know one thing. Prayer, when you pray, that shows that you're the real deal. That shows that you really believe in God. When I see people going through horrible things and you say to them, "Did you pray?" "No, I didn't pray. It doesn't work." "I prayed once and it didn't work." I mean, hello? That has got to be one of the dumbest things you could ever say. I just heard something said, and it's so true. One of the worst epitaphs you could have on your headstone is, "I had not because I asked not." The word clearly tells us you have not because you ask not. So why aren't you asking? And then why aren't you standing and believing? Because it does no good to ask and then waver. God says you get nothing from him if you waver. So this is my advice to you. And I'm telling you, I'm 76. Remember, the sign of wisdom is gray hair. My hair has not turned gray, by the way, which is kind of worrisome. A little bit right here. See it? Oh, yeah, I'm so grateful to see that because at 76, most people have white hair. Everybody just thinks I diet. No, I do not diet. But I don't think I'm eliminated from that about having white hair. I think that was a symbolic thing that God said about, it's a sign of wisdom. So with that said, we'll find that out when we get to heaven. But look, prayer is the key to everything. And just because it didn't work yet doesn't mean it didn't work. God has a timing for everything. And I have, honestly, guys, I've told you this before, but please hear it. I've had things that I've had to wait 25 years for to have the answer, but I got it. You know what? God knows exactly when you should have what. He has a life that is predestined, and you can change that life by going off on another track, but ultimately, he'll bring you back to where you belong if you let him. So sometimes it would be like you wanted to go to Indio. You have to go down Portola and turn right on Highway 111, but if you turn left, you're not going to get to Indio. You'll get somewhere, and you can get back to Indio if you make a U-turn and go the other way like you're supposed to. So, but it's going to take longer to get there because you went the wrong way the first time. That is a real important in our lives, you guys. Now listen to me. When God gives a direction, we are to do it exactly the way he says. So, he tells us to pray, and then he tells us to believe we have received. He says if you waver, you get nothing from God. He says a 3-braided cord is very difficult to break. So he tells us to come into agreement with people. So sometimes you're doing it by yourself. You feel a little better. Call in a friend that you really trust and really stands with you, and pray together. He also says to pray one for the other, that you might be healed. So you have an issue in one area, pray for someone else with the same thing. Or pray for someone with something different, but pray for someone that you might be healed. There are so many scriptures that allude to prayer. And I have said it before, and I'll say it again. I think when we get to heaven, we're going to be so surprised at what we missed by not praying over everything. You should be in a continuous state of prayer. Look at this. Have you ever? Guido. He is a rascal. I adore him, but he's a rascal. Look at his face. Butter would melt in his mouth. Yeah? I love him, but he's a brat. All right, look at it. I've got to stop. It's been 5 minutes, and you guys have an attention span this big. 5 minutes is all I can do. pray, you guys. Pray. And do it the way God says to do it. Pray and believe. Trust him. I don't care if it's years gone by. You know, it didn't work. No, don't waver. Do not waver. Make a decision. Make your requests be made known to God. What is it you want? Don't waver. Well, I think I want. No, what is it you want? Call it out with your mouth. Speak it out. Get someone to agree with you. Get a third person in on that and agree together. Stand on all the things that God says, and then don't give up, and you watch. You shall have, in due season, your reward. Hidden treasures in secret places before I go. So what if I talk too long? You guys don't watch it anyway. Look at this book. It's just had it. It's been out here and I use it. Hidden Treasures in Secret Places on Amazon.com. One of the best books, one of the best investments you'll ever make. You could private message me too, and I'll send it out to you with an autograph, like my autograph. Oh, heck with that. Like my autograph doesn't mean a lot, but what the hey, one day it will. One day, you guys. One day, I'm going to be the #1 bestseller. Until next time, you guys. This is Velma Hagar bidding you a blessed day. Bye.